Hi everyone, it's Shelly Nun-Chucks. I've been working on a speech. It's 7 pages long. I'll try to pronounce everything the best I can. And this is something I'm addressing to the president and the leaders of our world. It's 7 pages long, so grab some popcorn. Dear Mr. President and our leaders of the world, as I sit before you and speak to you, I'm speaking from my heart. I see so much in this world. It isn't just the world of our countries that suffer, but even in my own backyard, in America, we are suffering. Everyone blames everyone else, and we go to war for sometimes senseless violence. There's only blame, and nothing gets resolved, and nothing gets done. I cannot understand in this day and age how we are not brilliant enough to think to use our minds instead of machines of mass destruction to destroy humankind and also this planet. People in power cannot really fathom the hopelessness that all our people live with. How is it that we are so self-absorbed in this modern day of technology and cannot see people thrown away on the streets, raising their hands up to ask for some crumbs of bread? If I indeed had lived in areas such as Boston and Maine and seen on the streets homeless people wrapping themselves in trash bags and newspapers as they sleep on the winter ground with a shopping cart filled with little possessions, I can imagine that many, many communities throughout the United States must be like. I have seen myself on social media like YouTube, small houses with cost of only $3,500 with running water and heat. These houses could help so many. I also seen in places like Japan recycled materials that have been made into houses. Imagine if someone like myself who can do research and find simple solutions to the biggest problems like homelessness. Imagine someone in power, what they could do. There's so much trash that all over this planet, it literally can be recycled and converted into fuel. I have seen also the solar power windmills on mountains around Maine, which is clean energy that doesn't pollute the air. There are so many simple solutions that we seriously could save ourselves and help heal Mother Earth. To our leaders of the world, it's time to grow up. And all political parties need to stop yelling at each other, and all other political parties need to stop being so self-absorbed with yourselves, where some of you live very comfortable lives without caring for our fellow human beings. To me, a politician should be someone in charge of caring about our fellow human beings and real issues instead of attacking the opposite party. It is totally understandable also when someone builds a business, becomes successful, make lots of money, and should be able to celebrate their accomplishments. Yes, it would be selfish for anyone to demand that we should force anyone in business to spread their wealth. But as someone who is in higher power, once again, it would be a humane situation to help others where you're in position to give back. People in power should use their power for the good of humankind, to help civilization thrive, instead of having people feel like they just exist. People get more sickness, cancers today, and we can't even cure ourselves because the food we put in our bodies are poisoned, and we're slowly dying from just substance we need to ingest in lives. Our bodies are living machines, and we don't even have basic nourishments in supermarkets and grocery stores to help heal us and make us healthy. Most of the things in supermarkets contain way too many preservatives, sugar, and sodium. Sodium is actually naturally found in foods, and also sugar are naturally found in foods. We really don't need all the preservatives that are killing us slowly while clogging our arteries. Our people's health suffers so much because the cost of healthy food is so much higher than junk food. More than likely, those that cannot afford healthy food must make a decision to buy junk food or starve. How has it come to this in America, the land of the free, the home of the brave? How are we supposed to be so free in this country, yet everything comes with a cost, so we are truly not free? People are afraid to seek medical attention of fear of not being able to pay a medical bill and having collection agency call and harass them for billing payments at home and work. No one deserves to be sick, and when seeking medical attention, they should never ever have to worry about paying a bill when they can hardly get out of bed. With education, people struggle so much with the cost of going to school and college. Expenses go up every year, and students can't even finish school because they are so much in debt. They stop going to school just to try and finish paying off debt and never return to school. In Germany, they offer Americans free education in some colleges, and it is a wonder, how is it that other countries will offer us free education, yet in our own backyard it costs thousands of dollars, or it seems like a mortgage you have to take out that you pay it off in decades or when half your life is over. I feel as though people in power don't really care about our communities, and when people tell us to vote, what good does voting do when nothing ever changes? It doesn't matter who is president, because the reality is, for me, decades to me, whoever was in office, nothing has changed around me, and people are still starving, still homeless, and still lost today. Our oceans are becoming polluted more and more every day, and the marine life are actually beaching themselves because of the pollution to our oceans. Animals are slowly becoming extinct. People think pandas and other animals have no value in society today and think it is okay that these animals become extinct. It is the whole ecosystem that is affected by the pandas and other animals that help. Pandas' droppings from the food they consume help to fertilize the vegetation to thrive and grow in their environment, where there are villages that still exist where people live a very simple life. Without the oceans and vegetations, this is slowly dying because we so greedily devour the resources that Mother Earth provides that there will not be a future left but a vast desert that once was a thriving, living organism. Sorry, I probably said that wrong. Everything and everyone is connected to each other and everything in this world. Everything we do does affect all of us. Even the human race will cease to exist, and it will be our own fault. We need to step up and take full responsibility of what we have done to the earth. We are living beings with brains and the know-how to take proper precautions so the earth will still be here for future generations. There's no need to blame the end of civilization on any god, because we are doing a fine job destroying the earth without the aid of any god. The first people of our country, the Native Americans, where the land was forcibly taken from them, live today on reservations stuck in a cycle where they are being slowly pushed out of extinction. People say that the Native Americans don't want to help themselves when they have no idea that in this country, Native Americans have the highest poverty rate out of all races. It is very hard to try and get ahead where some of the Native Americans live without clean water, and I've seen myself pictures of cloudy white liquid that is passed off as water that filters through the plumbing where some Native Americans live. We all say that the taking of the land from Native Americans was so long ago and that it doesn't matter, because it was so long ago. And if that is so, why are we not uplifting the people that lived here so freely so many years ago and help them? Do we not have the power to reach out to a proud people and help them gain their independence just like the rest of us? There are so many social issues in our society, and it's everywhere. We sit back and condemn people on sex, race, or their way of life. Whatever happened to live and let live, and I actually like to say, live and let be. We need to look beyond the color of our skin, and I think the best example to look beyond our skin color that I could open your mind about is, as I am studying to become a certified fitness trainer, I've seen a picture that shows an outline of our body. This body shows no skin color, but only the definitions of muscle that are connected to each other. There's no way to know what race this diagram is. I think that indeed is one of the most beautiful pictures I've ever seen. As I'm studying to become a fitness trainer, I know that in our communities, I'd like to help to bring a little bit more awareness about basic nutrition and basic workouts. Maybe I'm not a politician or a leader that rules in the seat of our government, but I am indeed a functioning member of society that sees that our people need help, and I hope in my own way I can show that myself, a person who comes from the background of middle class, blue-collar America, where we actually work to get things in life and with hopes I can give back a helping hand to others. I'm not sure what to do, but hope to think of ways to help in my own way. I don't think that one person alone can save the world. But in our own communities, if we all do a little bit here and there, Slowly, maybe Mother Earth can slowly recover and flourish even more so. Excuse me. I have heard there is strength in numbers. And if we band together and all the communities come together, maybe the world would be a better place. Even though I myself have no children, and they say that children are our future, what do we teach children? If we, the adults in this world, don't set better examples to children because children are going to learn from us, nothing will change. Once again, we need to own up what we have done to this world. The world is a beautiful place, and you can laugh when I go into nature and hug a tree and enjoy the pure energy in nature. I would miss it if all the trees were gone and the big, beautiful, clear blue skies would become a dark gray from pollution. For myself, in warm weather, I go hiking and like the beaches. Nature is beautiful, and when sitting by the ocean and feeling the warm sand between my toes and the sun shining down on my face, there is such a feeling of warm embrace and another peaceful, beautiful energy that I cannot be explained. Why would I want to see the oceans be clouded with debris and pollution when the ocean is so beautiful with the waves that can be so powerful and at times can be so calm? Both the energy while hiking near mountain path or oceans are such a beautiful energy, and if we lose these wonderful places, what good is it to live a life if these places cease to exist? I just honestly not sure what to do. But what I don't want to see is the earth end. There's so many issues that don't seem to have solutions to. But how can we have a peaceful revolution and avoid violence when people are angered in situations when police officers shoot more people and family-beloved pets? The police officers that do these things outweighs the goodness of the sincerely good police officers. How do we solve issues when we can't come up with answers? I don't know what to do, for I am not in a position of power, but I am a concerned citizen of the United States of America. As an American citizen, it is not only hard to see what goes on in my own country, but with many countries in this world. I can't even seem to help my fellow American citizens, let alone someone from another country. People in power, they can have the power to stand up and do the right thing. Yet I think because there's no profit in doing the right thing, nothing will be done. I'm not sure in my lifetime if I'm going to live to see the changes because all social issues that politicians control is nothing like a three-ring circus. I've personally seen people start foundations for charities, and at least I know for sure that those charity foundations, the money is actually going towards the charity and not pocketed. I think it is us, the people, who are going to make changes. Everything is little tiny baby steps. And if we aren't meant to be on this living planet to help one another, then what are we here for? The consumption of what humans beings do half the time is wasteful. We keep taking in the society of today because it is the me world. Including myself, we have habits of saying, I want this and I want that, instead of what can I do to make the world a better place. People demand things and want everything now and lose patience. Nobody wants to wait for anything. They say patience is a virtue, but what does that really mean when it doesn't apply to the me world? I do know that we are all work in progress, and many people don't want to conform to the rules of society. A lot of people are free thinkers and do want to stand up and make a change. We won't want to make a change and stand up. How do we make changes without using violence where people end up getting badly hurt when trying to make changes in society? I wish there was a way to help people without seeing people suffer or get hurt when addressing issues. I wish there was better ways to change the path of society's social issues without seeing anyone harm in the process. To our dear leaders in the world, we need help so that each and every human being can just live and thrive. I hope there's a better tomorrow, because I believe in the triumph of the human spirit, where even the average man, the underdogs, will build a stronger foundation of today for a better future of tomorrow. Thank you for listening.